Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So with the blessings of our Sadguru Sri Prabhuji, let us continue with Manana on this scripture Drk-Drsya Viveka. All right. So we have covered one shloka in very much detail. The next 3 shlokas will be covered today. So shall we go in the order, or is Vaishnavi ready with her presentation now? Okay. So Vaishnavi will be talking on
Paramapada.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, my understanding and my exposure to the concept of Paramapada Sopanam, literally a game of snakes and ladders. ಮೊದಲು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆಟದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡವರಿಗೆ ಕಥೆಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಧತಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ದಿ ಕ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ದಿ ಹೋಲ್ game of snakes and ladders is based on the play of throw of dice.
Right.
So now ankobodu, it is not totally under our control. So where does this concept of nyaya, niti, himsa come into play?
Yeah.
When the whole game is based on throw of dice.
Correct.
So then I realized that if you look at this game and extrapolate it to the whole phenomena called life, there are a lot of things that are beyond our capacity and beyond our control.
Right.
But we still persist in the game. And our persistence and our enthusiasm to reach the top is what keeps us in the game first. And then bidade ira ಒಂದು ಯಾತ್ರೆ to the point where we want to go. And that is what I think is it. There are few things that are under our control, but when you count God to be one among your team, then you're always in the winning team. God plus me is always the winner.
Correct.
So then I realized, ma'am, ಈ ಮೇಲ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಕೆಳಗ್ ಬೀಳುವಂತದ್ದು ಅದು ಆಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಏರುಪೇರುಗಳು it does not affect you when you know that the prime driver behind your game is God. And the realization that this is the journey is all about not just about the destination but also about the journey.
Yes.
And ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನಾನು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, we have refused to observe. We have stopped observing. We have lost the art of observation. ನಾವು ಮೊದ್ಲು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳಾಗಲಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರನೇ ಆಗಲಿ, how are they able to understand that this ಔಷಧಿ works for this ರೋಗ, this kriya will lead to this nivarana of this disease? It is because they were able to talk to nature. Yes. They were one with nature. They could see what others could not see and hear what others could not hear. Namanna ನಾವು then my teacher also said, namanna ನಾವು ಆವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So does that mean that I will get moksha because I am so engrossed in myself? No. ನಾವು ರಾಗ ದ್ವೇಷಾದಿಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ we lose where we are in the journey of life.
Right.
So the snakes and ladders is not only about snakes that we fall, but it is also about ladders, the opportunities that we get to climb.
Right.
So that comes only when we are observant. ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟಾಸ್ಕ್, this is one way of me elevating myself.
Very nice. Yeah.
So I think, ma'am, that way this game has a lot to teach.
Yeah. Very nice. No, nice perspective.
Yeah, very well. You spoke very well, Vaishnavi. You spoke very well.
So
well
nice.
said. Well said. You explained snake and ladder so beautifully. So, and even that it is also, I can also add, if it is correct, this snakes, wherever we encounter snakes and we fall below, that is also a lesson for us, and to understand what exactly is to be done, etc. And then, of course, throwing of dice is not in our hands, but still, God will give the opportunity to come and rise again, get the ladder. So, but very beautifully explained, Vaishnavi.
I know. Chanagittu.
So nicely articulated.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, can we also say snakes are something like getting attached or attracted to our sense perceptions, and also result of karma?
Ma'am, in the Greek mythology, snake is an animal that is attributed to sensual, desires. ಈಗ if you look at the dream dictionary, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವೋ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕವಾಗಿ even in spiritual Western philosophy, there is a certain connotation associated with everything that you see in the dream. If you see a fire, it could mean that there are new beginnings. ಹಳೇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಟ್ಟೋಯ್ತು, ಹೊಸದು ಚಿಗುರುತ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು. There are certain, meanings that are associated with your symbols in the dreams. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿನಲ್ಲಿ snake is a symbol of vices. Snake is a symbol of sensual desires that you are giving in to your sensual needs. That also.
Correct.
So it could be.
So anything else about this Paramapada Sopana people would like to add their perspective? You are most welcome. Snakes and ladders, Rajini. You're talking about the game of snakes and ladders, and how we can apply it to Vedanta.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Jayashree, you're muted.
One thing which I liked about Vaishnavi when she said,
yeah. Rajni, carry on.
Am I muted? Can you hear me?
We can. You carry on, please.
Okay. One thing when she throw the dice. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
my
you.
internet connection is.
You should stop your video, ma.
Stop my video.
So video, so that it's a little faster. Now you speak.
Okay. What I understood was in the game of snake and ladder, it is a game of snake and ladder. We don't know because we have to throw the dice. Now the dice, she said, we could be the winner when we are one with the Almighty. Then we are sure to be the winner. Winner, exactly, again, it does not mean to reach the destination. It is also my journey towards that. So that was very beautifully done. So when we are one with the Almighty, we are sure to win.
One can only think of the Pandavas, with whom, Krishna was with the Pandavas. So
yeah. They're bound to win.
Had a lot of, ups and downs. She said crests and troughs. So that will not go away. But finally, you will reach the goal with Paramatma on your side, right? In Jayashree?
Also based on... Okay, Heli Jayashree.
When we are playing with the dice, we know it is a game. Similarly, we should take life is a game and it throws us into a trough. When we come down in life, we should realize, wait with patience, that God will give us a chance of a ladder to come up again. So consider life also as a game.
Very nice insight.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
And also the getting a snake and coming down, and again, as that journey, it is a complete journey, more than the destination. It is also our karma, prarabdha karma of that particular janma. That also is one of the reasons for getting the snakes and ladders both in the life.
That is where the dice comes into the picture. See,
yes.
It is the vasana. The snake represents the vasanas. And the dice represents the prarabdha. You know, even though you may be on the right path, but you will end up in such situations. Alva?
Yeah, correct.
Anyone else? ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳೋದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇಂದ್ರ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ, ಅನುಪಮ, anything about snakes and ladders? How is this Drk-Drsya Viveka coming into play here?
There is nothing permanent we can know by this game. Just at the moment, whatever it is, just be at the present, do the thing and go. Who is on top can fall down at any time. That's what how you said, no? Vasanas and our prarabdhas play the main role in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, no? Interesting. Why did Guruji talk about this game in the first place? Because he spoke about it, I put it there as one of the topics. What was he saying?
Which one, ma'am?
Guruji spoke about this snake and ladders in one of the talks, which is why it was given as a subject.
No, he was saying this, ma'am, that ಈ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆಟದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. This is one. Snakes representing the vices and the ladders represent ನಮ್ಮ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪಾಪ.
ಪಾಪ ಪುಣ್ಯ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಣ್ಣ ಮುಚ್ಚೆ ಕಡೆಗೂಡೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕಣ್ಣ ಮುಚ್ಚೆ ಆಟದ್ದು.
ಕಣ್ಣ ಮುಚ್ಚೆ. Then he says that ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿದಾಗ there is full of ajnana and there is darkness, and that darkness is my house, which means death. And ನನ್ನ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ನಿನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we are nothing but ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ. We have become one there.
Jivatmas. Correct. Nice. Okay. Okay. Your Jayashree wants to talk about
Ice.
Wait, I will show I can ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಹೌದು, ಶ್ಲೋಕ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಶ್ಲೋಕ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ಇದು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶ್ಲೋಕನೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬೇಡ. Okay. Verse number 2.
Yeah. Leela Pita Sthula Sukshma Hasva Dirgadi Vedataha Nana Vidhani Rupani Pasche Lochanam Ekada. The forms are many and varied on account of differences like blue, yellow, gross, subtle, short, long, etc. The eyes remaining the same sees them all.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
eyes can see many forms and many colors. Sthula, it can see Sthula, it can see Sukshma, it can see white, it can see Ananta, it can see many colors, it can see many things, and it will have a wide scope of sight also. Same way, smell, where eyes alone is, we have to include all our sensory organs to here, like touch, smell, hearing. You can hear so many things, but you have only one ear, a set of ears. You can see so many colors, so many forms, but you have only one set of eyes. So the drishya, the scene is many, 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 but the seer is only one. So always druk is only one and drishya is many. And druk and drishya can never come together. They're always separate, and druk is always one and drishya can be many things. So same way the world is seen through the eyes. There's a lot of variety, but there is no change in the seer. That's why, as there is no change in the seer is satya. That is, in this case, it can be proved otherwise, but now the eyes are satya and the world is maya. That is, drishya is maya. So always Drik is Satya, the rest is Maya. See, suppose like you're seeing red things, the eyes don't become red. You don't have a red eye. Suppose you're seeing yellow things, your eyes won't become jaundiced. So Drik is never ever affected by the Drishya it seems. It comes and goes, it comes and goes. Just like a witness, the eyes goes on seeing everything in its same perspective without any change. That is it. That's it. Thank you.
Anything else you want to add to this?
No, there's one thing which says the subtle. The eyes cannot see the subtle. They can only see the gross.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Eyes cannot see itself. Suppose you see in a mirror and think I'm seeing my eyes. No, you're seeing your reflection of the eyes. You're not real. The eye Drik cannot see itself. The eyes cannot see itself. It can see many things.
The point that has the point that has to be highlighted here, Rajni, is it's not just the eyes, it's all the sense organs. Eyes is just a metaphor for all the five sense organs.
That's what I meant.
There are subtle smells, there are strong smells, there are subtle sounds, there are strong sounds.
Okay. Oh, no. Now I get the context of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Stula Sukshma.
Stula Sukshma.
Yeah.
For a bat or a cat or an owl, for instance, their hearing frequency is a lot more subtle.
Very, very subtle. Correct. Got it.
In that context, it is. So the crux of the matter is there is variety in the scene, but the seer remains unchanged and alone. Okay.
Unchanged.
Okay.
Alone.
All right. In another helbeka, or can we move to the next verse? Okay. That is Lakshmi ji will talk about this verse.
Yes, please.
Hele. Mandhya patutveshu.
Mandhya patutveshu netradhamreshu
dharmeshu.
नेत्रधर्मेषु चाहि कदा संकल्पयेन् मना श्रोत्र त्वगदौ योज्यताम् idam. The mind remaining the same knows the different characteristics of the eye, such as blindness, dullness, and sharpness. This also applies in case of ear, skin, etc. So here next, coming to the change of scene here, earlier the loka, whatever the whole world was seen by the eyes, and eyes was not getting changed at all. So once then we the eyes will understand that yes, it is changing and it is Maya. So then eyes and all sense organs, for example, ears, etc. So but now the next question comes. Then the eyes are seeing. Okay, eyes are saying, oh no, I cannot see properly. How the eyes are understanding that? How the eyes are understanding and identifying this is this is that. Okay, so eyes are only seeing that is Drishya and this is Drukka. So, but taking to the next stage, how the eyes are understanding that it is and identifying whatever they are seeing. It is because of the mind. Mind is allowing the eyes to say identify what are the things seen. So and now mind is seeing the eyes and then communicating what exactly has to be identified. Similarly, for all other sense organs, ears, nose, and the tongue, all. So the mind will direct. But mind is only the seer. Now it is the druk is changed to mind. And all others have become drishya. For the mind, these are drishyas. Okay, mind is seeing the eyes and telling this is what you are, whatever you have seen is this. Ears, you have heard whatever is this. That is what mind is telling this. Okay, so this is one part. And But what we see, oh, it is the dullness, I am blind, I'm not able to see, all those things, everything, mind is giving the knowledge to the sense organs. So that means mind is seeing that, drishya, that is eyes, ears, etc. And now mind has become the druk. So now the difference, and then this mind, and then again, how you understand the Maya, world is Maya and I is druk. Similarly, when how we can understand is giving the Guruji was giving an example, saying that, oh, I have a pain here, I have a wound here, but that wound is seen and mind is understanding that. But beyond the wound, we will think so many things pertaining to past, pertaining to future, everything we will be seeing. So at that is from the mind, even though it is, we think that it is from the mind, it is coming. No, actually, mind is not saying anything. We are seeing that in the drishya, that is on the skin, whatever wound has happened, seeing that all the thoughts are coming. So that means to say, so mind has been occupied by the wound, and so all the hallucination, all the thoughts are coming up, but mind is only seeing, it is not doing anything, but by seeing, the thoughts will come. So those things have to go. Mind will remain druk, only druk, and whatever necessary action has to be done for whatever things have taken in a wrong place, should be addressed and cleared then and there. Otherwise, mind that the thoughts regarding past, present, and how it happens, what will happen to this? Oh, I have this problem, I have this problem, I have hearing problem, etc. That will come into mind, and then again the things will go on. So that with the knowledge, with the jnana, we have to stop, and thus it will be continued as mind only adruk, and it is unchanging. Of course, again to certain extent, next level will come afterwards. Correct. Thank you.
Alla mind, it will tell the sense organs, Andralla. I don't think that's the right expression. It doesn't tell anything. The sense organ don't have the capacity to understand anything. They're just giving inputs. No?
The inputs, the thoughts will come to the input, the thoughts will come in that way.
That is correct. So you're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, you are right.
So that is
intellect which harnesses it. Is it the intellect which harnesses the message?
It will processing happens through the mind, and intellect is the one which processes. Correct. That's another that is another function. Everything is called the idala. The whole package deal is called antahkarana, and so it's a combination of everything. Memory comes into play. Because you have seen a snake before, you will again, when you see the snake again, the memory will tell, oh, this is a snake, Anta. So it's a very seamless process. Yeah. Okay.
No,
so,
I didn't understand one thing when they said that lots of thoughts would come.
Wait, Rajni, that is the next one is about pain and suffering. The next person will talk about it. Oh. See, here we just have to understand that in this stage, the mind is the druk, the rest of it is drishya.
Purnima ji. So that means to say I was supposed to get restricted to only that second video.
Howdu.
But I included that little part of the third video.
I have given it as a separate idalva, pain and suffering.
Druk 2, that video, I thought, because for mind it was only 3 minutes stop. I thought there must be something else on about the mind.
Don't worry.
So that's how I have taken that.
You will get something else from Narsimurti ji.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Narsimurti ji, you can continue on the same.
Okay. I think ma'am, Purnima ma'am, I forgot. She has...
Ivaga matador Lakshmi ji, Sublakshmi ji.
Oh, okay, sorry. Lakshmi ma'am has mostly covered the pain and suffering part also.
No, but you spell it out, no problem.
That was
Now-
only very little. I just said, you can please take care. Because
Yes.
that mind, there was only 3-minute video. I thought, okay, let me, there is something more about the mind. So I took that, but you can, your way my should be, I think, will be different. And please continue.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. If the flow is also the topic flow that is given to me is also very interesting and good. Last week, the topic given was, I am not the body. And we have already proved that we are not body. So there is no question of suffering. Suffering arises only in the body. Body in the sense, Shariratraya, which includes Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira may not be relevant.
It's not.
So the moment we say, we realize that we are not Sukshma Sharira, the majority of the problem is gone. So let me come back to pain and suffering. So what is pain? The physical sensation in the body that says there is a problem in it. It is just this. I got hurt, my finger got hurt, and there is a sensation. It stops there. What prolongs, what carries that forward is our Sukshma Sharira. By interpreting it, by thinking about consequences of this, believing something, interpreting it something, judgments, all this collectively creates misery called suffering. If we look at closely, suffering doesn't exist. Suffering is the thing which is magnified or which is blown out of proportion by an entity, invisible entity, subtle entity called Antahkarana. Even this Antahkarana also doesn't have independent existence. It borrows an existence from. It is an object. I cannot call this as an entity. It's an object which borrows that sensation and interpretation and retrieving from the chitta stored information, all that. It borrows from that and gives a notion or an illusion to say that it has done it. So suffering, we can also put suffering as resisting the experience of pain.
Right.
Resistance of pain experience is suffering. What is that resists this experience? The bodily sensation is the experience, but the mind resists it. The moment the resistance starts, it persists. And the mind actually starts doing rehearsal, the drama rehearsal, dance rehearsal kind of thing which happens. Similar to that, mind also rehearses this repeatedly. That makes the situation worse.
Right.
So I was reading some statistics about reality of the pain. Medically, I am not an expert. I think one ma'am who is a doctor, she can put it rightly. These statistics say that only 20% of the pain is real. Remaining 80% is created by mind illusion. And that is called psychosomatic problem. And in my personal experience, I am also one of the victims of that.
All of us, all the time.
Yeah.
Now, I can actually see the difference. When the mind was so disturbed, I mean, mind was not properly organized prior to come to Advaita. My pain used to get bloated like anything. The moment I hear something which is not acceptable by mind, there is a resistance. Immediately my back pain and neck pain used to get overshooted.
Right.
So now, after learning ABCD of this Vedanta, it has subsided to the greater extent. Another example I want to quote from Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Why suffering is an illusion. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi seems to be undergone surgery without taking anesthesia. So with this clearly demonstrates that pain is bearable. Pain is not that significant. It is the mind which makes us blow out of proportion and eventually suffer.
Very nice.
So Buddha puts it very neatly. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional.
Yeah. Correct.
And in Buddhism, this is called the second arrow suffering.
Correct.
What is it called?
Second arrow.
Second arrow suffering. So assume yourself, you're walking in a forest. Without your notice, one arrow comes and pierces into your body. So you have a lot of pain and sitting there, thinking about what might happen, all that, without even bothering about what problem that arrow, which is still in the body, might cause. We'll start thinking about the subsequent steps. Assume one more arrow comes and pierces into the same place. So it will be even more painful. So in Buddhism, it says the first arrow, we don't have a choice. Second arrow is optional. Second arrow is symbolically represents the suffering of the mind.
Dwelling on the first arrow is the second
Yes.
arrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
First arrow is related to our bodily Shadvikaras plus what world throws at us.
Prarabdha.
What world throws at us.
Right.
So second arrow problem is, instead of pulling out that arrow, we start thinking about consequences. What if I die? What if this is poisonous? So what happens to the thing that I supposed to do by this day?
And who shot the arrow at me? That also. Who
shot that arrow? How can I take that revenge?
That is the second arrow. Correct.
Yeah. All these manipulations that happens at mind level based on our strong impressions.
Correct. Very nice.
It is not in our control.
What is not in our control? First arrow or second arrow?
First arrow is not in our control.
Correct.
Second arrow is optional. And this is where the Vedanta can help us to get through the second arrow.
Very good.
That is the sole purpose of Vedanta, as I understand.
That's the sole purpose of this Drk-Drsya Viveka. That the arrow has to be watched and treated. ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Yes. Yes.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ. ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
So second arrow is our perception, no? How we take it.
Yeah, how we take the first arrow.
How we react.
Why me? Why me?
Why me? What next? Oh God. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ second arrow. OMG is the second arrow. So next.
ಎಲ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ.
ಹೌದು.
ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಇದು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವೈ ಮೀ ಅನ್ನೋದು
We actually had that. I don't think I could not complete.
We must learn to say, why not me?
Why
Sometimes.
not me?
Why not me?
ಹೌದು. ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಹಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್, ನಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ
No,
ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು?
but I'm saying even in the adverse situations, when you say, why not me? If God has chosen me to tread this path, there is a lesson at the end of it, and I shall be open to that.
Very correct.
And in no time, ma'am, you realize that maybe you could have had 5 years of an average life, but maybe 1 year of difficulties and an eternity of happiness. You never know.
You never know. Right.
But actually, there is nothing called happiness or sorrow. It is mere mind's interpretation. Makes us to think so.
Yeah. ಈಶ್ವರ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪಾಪ. ಅದ್ರ ಪಾಡ್ಗ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್.
Correct.
Yeah. ಈಶ್ವರ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ is just like that. A lion is a lion, it will kill a deer. The deer it does not hate the lion, you know. It is merely scared for its life, but otherwise it has no raga dvesha per se about the predator. That is Ishvara Shushti. That is nature, but not as, you know.
Actually, I had 3 more items to discuss. I don't think I can put it in this time.
Last ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ, because ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನಿಬ್ರು ಇದಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಅವ್ರು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ probably you can fill us in. Next, this one will talk about, Indraji will talk about the Sakshi. Verse number 4, Indra.
Should I read the shloka also?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Kamaha sankalpa sandeho shraddha shraddhe dhir bhir ityevam adhin chitihi. Consciousness remaining the same illumines the thoughts of desire, willingness, doubt, belief, disbelief, fortitude, and its lack thereof, modesty, understanding, fear, and such others.
Hri andre modesty, dhi andre understanding, bhir means fear, ityevam others, such shraddha, shraddhe, same things Sanskrit al helidare. Nice. Okay, you carry on.
Yeah. And this they're mainly about Drishya and Drik. There is always change in Drishya and there is no change in the Drak. When compared to comes to eyes being the Drak, the scene being the Drishya, there is no change in
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. There's no change in the eyes and there's always changes in the outside what we see. When it comes to mind, noticing the eyes or the sense organs, the mind becomes Drak and the sense organs becomes Drishya. So there is change in this eyes or the nose, whatever, there is no change in the mind. And when it comes to mind, there is always changes in the mind also. What and all are they? Kamaha. Kamaha is the desire, that we're desiring for something. I want this, I want that. And those things, these things comes in the mind, and who is knowing is the Sakshi. And next is Sankalpa. I want to do this or I want to do that. That these things comes in the mind, and who is again noticing that and knowing that is Sakshi. Sakshi is the Drak, and mind becomes the Drishya. Next is Nischayatva. That is the decision making. these thoughts of deciding something on comes in the mind, again the Sakshi becomes the Drak. Sakshi is the knower. And doubt, knowing good or bad, faith, Shraddha, that another Shraddha, like having the faith is, I learned Atmajnana through a guru, that this is a thought coming in the mind, and who is knowing this is the Sakshi. Dhriti, determination, and the impatience, that also comes in the mind, and the Sakshi is knowing it. And next to the shyness. And these are all many thoughts in the mind, and there are so many things happening, and all this is known by the Sakshi. And there is no changes in the Sakshi, that is a Drak. The seer may change, but the scene, the seer may not, it does not change, and the scene only changes. The Sakshi is the ultimate seer, and there is no one to see Sakshi.
Mhm.
And the Sakshi is Atma or Brahman or the Paramatma, that is Ananta. The Sakshi doesn't expand or it doesn't become small, and there is no form or dimension for Sakshi. Sakshi can see everything, finite or infinite, but there is no change in Sakshi in terms of space or the time. And it is formless and dimensionless, and that is I. Sakshi is I, and that is the ultimate seer.
Yes. Yeah, that is about it. Anyone wants to add something to that? Sakshi.
I think Sakshi has to be extrapolated to the Brahmatva also.
She did say, no, Kadanali, Sakshi is Brahman, Parabrahman. Yeah.
Brahman, Paramatma, Atma.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I missed it.
Thank you.
Ashtepa, there's whatever you say about Sakshi, there were just 3 words, Ashte, Satchit Ananda. Nothing more you can say about Sakshi. Right. Anupama will talk about the last talk in the video, which is about bliss, Ananda.
Hari Om Purnima ji.
Why are you also like Brahman? You're invisible, is it?
Today my connectivity was not good. It was going and coming. So I was
Leave it on, leave
invisible.
it on. It'll be nice. Yes. Atmajyoti, no, that's why. Aged. Okay.
So the topic is in search of bliss. As we are in the Vedanta circle, we all say the Jiva is a combination of Satchit, and we are in search of this Ananda. And let us take one simple example. A man or a man is going out doing some job, bringing back money, and why he does this? He thinks that he can earn money and protect his family and make them happy. A woman, say she is taking care of the family, she is looking after children, she is teaching something, or doing other roles, and what is the ultimate aim of doing this? To uh, to to get satisfaction, and in turn again finding happiness in small things.
Right.
So I want to give one example for my personal experience. Last Sunday there was a tournament for my son, and we went there. uh, it was happening right from morning till 7 o'clock. So first we went to, they said you have to go to court 1, then court 3, then court 7, court 6. We were running around for ground floor, second floor, first floor. So a simple thing, my happiness is attached to my son. And for first what I did, okay, we went to court 1, then court 3, then court 7. And actually I should be happy because my happiness is attached to my son. But by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, what happened? I became tired, and I just want to run away from there. Is it possible to run away from there without my son? No, not possible. I have to bring my son, and where I will go if I am tired and I am done with, I am frustrated, what I am actually searching, then I want to go back home. Why home? Because I feel that there is a peace and calmness. And so I want to come back to home. And that is what is happening with, I feel, uh, each jiva. Each jiva is attached with some happiness, some happiness, but that is for some amount of time only. After that, each jiva will search for, array, I am fed up with this role, that role, it is not more, no more giving me happiness, and I want to go back my home. What is that home? A place where there is peace and calmness, and which is actually the nature of the atman, the jiva. And that is what the jiva is searching. And one who has understood that and realized that, they say that is bliss and we cannot define it, it is infinite, you have to experience yourself, and again it cannot be defined. So it is your home, you have to go your home. The Google map may give so many ways, this is block, that is block. It is the jiva who has to choose which way I should go. Okay, some way it will be traffic, the other way there will not be any refreshment stops, the other way may be with forest. But there is a way to go home, and your home is completely your home. And once you reach there, you can find peace and calmness, and that is the real happiness. Then that such chit becomes ananda, sachid ananda,
becomes complete.
yeah, complete.
So nice. So
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. Actually,
Thank you.
I really felt so happy. In my perspective, I tried yoga, Patanjali yoga. I also tried bhakti. The beauty about Advaita Vedanta is that we can directly relate it to our own, whatever concepts has been mentioned, whatever has been given here, can
We can relate it
directly
to
relate to
ourselves.
personal experience. We did not die for mukti.
In
The
fact, it
beauty
is
of
human mukti
Advaita.
we have to aim for.
Yeah, we are
We-
leading, we are actually, when we start observing and applying that intelligence that Vedanta
Exactly.
talks, we are
Yes,
walking in the path of mukti,
exactly.
I think.
We need not die. The other methods requires us to go for wait for some other time. The beauty of Advaita Vedanta is here and now.
Every moment you can transform the moment
Yes.
in bliss.
So nice. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Anupam. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. Anyone who wants to add something to that? Bliss, about bliss. ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ. That's what she felt when she went to the tennis tournament. So beautiful. Nasimurthy, ಏನಪ್ಪ, you wanted to add something? You can please go ahead and add.
No, I just wanted to mention a couple of, I had one more example to demonstrate moha. Maybe that would be better. Instead of going for, I had two other items for cause for suffering and significance of suffering in spirituality.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go for moha only.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮೋಹ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ. Yeah.
So this is a story given by one of the gurus. There were two elderly couple lived in Bangalore, and their son was living in United States. They had their own house, and for some time they went to US for 6 months or so. So while they are in US, they watch news about the area where their house is located. And that house got caught fire. And this couple had built that house with their lifelong savings and all that. So news channel mistakenly reported that as their house only.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ.
They started crying, screaming, all that has happened. They got into misery. Just after a few minutes, there was an update in the news saying this is not that house, door number, this is something else. So momentarily that whatever suffering was there got relieved. Then after some time, what happens? They'll come back and they'll live in Bangalore in the house. All that happens. Eventually, their son says, why do you want to stay there? Sell that house, come back to US. They sold their house. They go to US. And again, same news. So that the same house got caught fire.
Right.
So now they felt, oh, it is our. This should not. They just thought that this should not have been, should not have happened.
Impersonal.
Yeah, it's impersonal. So now, if we look at this, the moha from the object house, it has shifted to money. So accidentally they will lose that money. Again, the same suffering. So moral of the story is moha cannot be destroyed.
Moha cannot be
destroyed. Moha can be shifted to something else.
Oh, okay.
So where to shift? What is the right place to shift our moha to? Vidya moha.
Higher, to the higher.
Now this moha is avidya moha. Shift it to vidya moha.
Right.
Which is that unchanging and substratum of everything.
Very good.
So that was the thing.
Very nice. Moha cannot be destroyed. Okay. You all agree? Who agrees? Who doesn't agree with that statement?
I agree, Ji. That is what Gopika say. No, they have any other. They don't have any other attachment other than Krishna. Only Krishna attachment.
Correct. Very nice. So lower, get rid of the higher, lower, and get hold of the higher.
Ultimate apex.
Yeah. Go on higher, higher, higher. Very nice. Good, good, good.
Ma'am.
Yes, Shailesh. Hari.
Thing I wanted to tell while Nasimurthy sir was talking about pain and suffering, those arrows. So just wanted to tell my experience.
Yes, tell.
Yeah, that's what 1.5 months ago I was in that state. So it was happening. One arrow came and actually I was not well before I fell down. And again, what happened? I fell down and I got a fracture. So again, one more arrow came and hit me. And that's what, why me? That's what I was thinking about. Then actually, I'm attending the Vedanta classes. Then I, it is not me who is suffering. So that thought also is there within me. That Nanu Nanembadu Nanalla, Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla, Satidanandatma, Shivananu Nane, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. So that also, that made me, what is that, gave me that strength, and now I'm recovering from that.
So happy to hear that, Shailesh. Of course, very sorry that you had to suffer that first arrow, but at least the second arrow you were able to tackle. No?
Yes. Yes. After the second arrow only, what is the problem, I came to know.
Nice to know that you are recovering, Shailashri.
Thank you, Subhlakshmi ji.
How many more months before you can walk or something?
I'm walking already, ma'am.
Thank
Very good.
Santoshanappa. So good. Yes. Very happy that this Vedanta, we are all applying it at different levels in life.
Yes.
Very thankful to Prabhuji for all this.
Allah, we are applying it to different stages in life, and it is coming to us. Whenever we are facing anything, that knowledge that is coming to us, Guruji's teachings are coming to us instantaneously and making us apply that.
ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಶ್ರವಣ ಮನನ ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಬೇಕು.
ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು.
Slip otherwise. Really, it's so
ಖಂಡಿತ.
So important to go on. Just be at it,
Yes.
Keeping away at ourselves, and make a beautiful Ram.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದು ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಅವನ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ, ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್, that what approach we have will entirely be different from what we were doing earlier.
Very much true. So it's been all our experience. All of us have the same experience. There is no doubt.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Pa. So close. Yeah, anyone else? ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ? Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormamamrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ. ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಹರಿಃ ಓಂ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿಃ ಓಂ.
Thank you, Purnima ji. It was a very good session.